When people find out I live in this van full time, one of the first things they ask about is what it's like in the winter time. But actually, summer can be the worst. When it gets hot and sticky out here, like it is today and has been the last few days, it is tough. When your home is a tin can here baking in the sun. I'm gonna share a couple things that I do, and maybe another couple van lifers do, to try to beat this heat. One thing that helps, at least when we're on the move, is that we do have some air conditioning up here. Unfortunately, we don't have any air conditioning back there, which is where we live. Hey, Alma, it's nice and cool in here now. There are a couple straightforward things that we can do living in our vehicles that help keep us cool throughout the day and the evening. We're just coming from the valley. I had to work up here for the day, and it's always hotter in the valley than it is on the coast. So I was gonna come up last night, but instead of making the drive last night and coming up here where it was warmer yesterday, I came up here this morning and slept down at the coast. Had a great sleep. That can make a pretty big difference where you physically are in your area, if you can find somewhere that's slightly cooler. And probably the easiest and most straightforward thing you can do is park in the shade. Right now, we are just heading out of the valley and down to Falls Widerness campground for the second annual Maritime VanLife meetup. We're pretty stoked about that, and it is in the forest, so we will easily be able to park in the shade here over the next couple of days. And we have made it here to Bears Falls Road. I remember last year Terry saying the description for when you're down here, that it was like driving into a horror movie. But just keep going. What do you think, buddy? You gonna keep going? And just over this way, one other guy in here with us. Whole little zone here. All right, what do you think, bud? Ready to go say hi to everyone? Met up with some of the crew down there. There's about 10 or 11 vans down here. A bunch of dogs running around. I was having a blast. I got my fans going. It is hot and sticky out here. It is about 9:30 and it is still pretty muggy. I'll just show you where we're parked here, trying to keep things cool on this steamy hot day. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning and it's getting warm already. We got the van parked in the shade here. For one, we got the, this is a fairly cheap one, but you know, the sun protector in the windows. They're pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows those. I don't use them on the side. The glass is gonna get hot and any sunlight coming in is going to just heat up the inside of that, inside of the van. And then on the back windows, oh, we got this guy. I do as well have some blockers back here. I mean, they're both for privacy, but they also insulate the windows, keep that direct sunlight from coming into the back of the van there and heating everything up. Another piece of the puzzle here in keeping cool is something that keeps us warm in the winter, and that is the insulation. So the better insulation you have to keep the cold out in the winter, it's also going to help keep that heat out in the summer. I use the 3M Thinsulate. Insulation is going to help you year round to keep the van a nice livable temperature. What also helps that'll keep some of the sun off the roof of the van is the solar panels. Fair amount of roof space up there that the solar panels, they kind of shade the top of the van so there isn't direct sunlight kind of beaming down on the roof of the van. My next thought process in keeping things cool is the airflow. So I do have two max air fans. Yeah, and these fans are great. They have they go both in and out with the airflow, and it's a 10-speed fan. So you can really get the air moving around in there if you'd like. I do have one little hack that I use. to really keep the air flowing and get some cooler air brought into here. And that is through the diesel heater. These diesel heaters all have an exhaust. There is also an air intake. So that air intake hose is sucking air. And then the diesel heater does have a setting for just fan mode. That brings that air in from down low and from underneath the van. So generally a little cooler. It's going to be in the shade underneath the vehicle. And I love that. It actually makes a huge difference. For me being a dog owner, having Alma here on the road with me, and living in the van, both when I'm in it and not in it, super important for me. It's priority number one to make sure that that stays cool in there. I'm lucky I'm able to bring her into work with me on those really hot days. We have quite a few people here that are either full-time van lifers or spend quite a bit of time, especially during the summer, on the road in their vehicle. So let's go see if we can get some tips and tricks from anyone else that might have a good idea on how they keep their space nice and cool. All right, let's go. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's a blast from the past. 1990.
Matches your shirt.
Of course it does. That's Dixie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was picture.
How in this heat you keep this thing cool?
Well, I don't. But I try.
Okay.
I've got several fans. I've got two of these. Only one of them is going right now.
Yeah.
And I've got a fan in the roof. This little one from Amazon, which is amazing. It's telescopic, and it'll swivel on the base and stuff. And that's what I had at night pointing on me.
Fans are the answer.
They are the absolute answer when it's this warm.
So this fan's running off that?
Yeah, just a standard Ryobi battery.
Okay. And you get some screens.
Yep, I made those.
Keep the bugs out.
Keep the bugs out, yep. They're just Velcro along here.
Yeah.
So
Get the airflow going though?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's fun.
Come to check out the bus.
If I knew company was coming. Had I known.
Lincoln, hi bud.
But a big thing is, like, I mean, the engine and the transmission are all back to here.
So that gets hot.
So it's hot, comes up through the floor, and then the exhaust is all the whole length of the vehicle, so that just radiates up
Just
through the floor.
heat.
So when you're driving all day, you spend a lot of time outside in the evening.
How do you cool things down?
Well, I've got a fan. And if I open the windows, I can get like a cross breeze in the shade,
Yeah.
and it stays fairly cool. But I've also got a stand-up air conditioner that I put in the corner by the wood stove, and then it vents out the window.
Okay, where do you have that?
I didn't bring it with me. It plugs in, goes here, and it plugs in. It runs off the battery.
Yeah.
It uses a lot of power, but even if you run it for like an hour, it takes the dampness out of here. So I'll close the windows, close the blinds. Dark, drop my curtains, and then turn it on, leave it for an hour, and it takes all the moisture out of the air, and that's like half the battle. And then once it's cold, if you keep it cold, like going into the evening, like during the day, it's impossible. But if I'm driving on the highway, it's running because it's moving cold air around in here.
Nice.
So at least it's cool when I get somewhere. Fan, windows open.
On, you know, you buy this for the screen doors in your house.
Yeah.
And so I bought those, and then, but I had to re-sew them because I wanted my opening to the side of my sink. It comes opening here. So I had to take it all
It's kind of a neat
apart
idea, and it
and
worked for us
re-sew
because both of us
to
were
get
sitting
them to
too far
fit
forward at
this
first,
way.
or too far back at
So,
first.
but
I'm sorry.
that type of screen is really cheap, and it splits and breaks easily. See where it's all.
I'll show you the.
So I'm constantly having to repair. So that's why I'm switching over
To those.
type, because these don't.
And they just slide right on, right?
Yeah, and they're soft, darker, but they're not going to get as brittle as this.
Right.
Put it on for the season, so to speak. It's Velcroed on.
Okay.
See, and it goes all the way around.
And it helps keep it cool at night.
Because I can leave it open, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this last 2 nights are the first time I've actually slept with the doors wide open. Well, I'm worried that like a raccoon is going to kind of crawl in there and sleep with me or something.
To come up, you just go and roll it up.
Definitely need one.
I'll tell you what they aren't good at is wind.
Yeah.
They absolutely hate wind, and I bolt these things down to the ground. There's rocks this big when I'm in Mexico and with tie downs and stuff.
Amazon.
Living in a bubble? Is that this one?
Yeah, this is this one, and then there's one on the door screen too. And then Donna's got multiple windows. That's living in a bubble too. So yeah, you can just come all the way down.
Yeah.
So the bugs don't get in the bottom, right?
It's all tiny little magnets that are just clicking everywhere.
And you got a fan.
I have a fan.
Which sometimes in the
And then do you have an air conditioner?
Yep. Yeah, and this is like a heat pump, so it's heat and air conditioning. But this has to run off of electricity or your generator.
Right.
And I have a propane furnace, so I use that.
Oh, that's got to be nice to have
Air conditioning, and yeah, isn't that something?
There's the back of the heat pump.
Pretty awesome in here.
26 years old.
They don't make them like they used to.
What was that, Terry?
Said they don't make them like they used
No.
to.
Nice little hole in the shade there, eh, buddy? And the panel, man, that's good shade. Good shade in there. The wolves are great.
Yeah, it's funny they don't go all the way down.
And that's cool.
They do, they go off there. They just go
Can I get extended healthcare?
No, but even like
No, I did outside.
Morning. I think that heat has broken a little bit. I'm just going to enjoy a cup of coffee here this morning. Maybe get Elma Dog here some breakfast, and then head on over and see what the crew's up to. Doggo, what are you guys doing? And sure, it can be a challenge keeping warm in the wintertime, but there's plenty of ways to heat yourself up when you're in there. And all of these vans, I think, have heaters and extra wool blankets and all of that stuff you need to keep warm in the winter. But when this sun is blazing down, it is tough to keep these rigs cool. So hopefully this helped. If you're thinking about getting out on the road, or you're living somewhere where it's warm, maybe you got a couple of ideas to help beat the heat here. I know I did. Got a few ideas about a couple extras I could add to my van to help keep these hot summer days a little more comfortable. And thanks to Carl down here at Bears Falls Wilderness Campground for hosting us again this year. And thanks to Terry for putting on the second annual VanLife Maritimes meetup here this weekend. Tons of fun. And thank you, Terry, as well, for these fresh new water shoes we got. Because sometimes the best way to beat the heat is the good old-fashioned way. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.